Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here on the What Show, and we are going to be doing a little bit more Spider-Man content for you guys since there's been some, I don't know, what do you want to call it, news slash rumors slash leaks of Amy Pascal
All of the above.
spilling the beans. But before we get into that,
yeah.
if you guys want to listen to us kind of break down some of the villains in the Sinister Six from the last Spider-Man trailer that dropped, we will post a little link if you want to go check that out, because very clearly he gets hit by something. No, he gets hit by something that's not there. It's Andrew. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, but even if it was...
Amy Pascal is spilling the beans on a whole new trilogy.
And what's it going to be about, Jared? Like, so many questions, you know? Is it, like, going to keep the home sequence? I think, like, probably not.
Probably not. I feel like 3 movies with the word home in the title is enough.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, especially with, like, the freshman Disney Plus show coming up. Probably establish a few of the, like, characters and themes that would be like coming across for the sequel.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to see them maybe like kind of set up some of Peter's own villains in that like animated show instead of him always fighting like, you know, kind of someone that the Avengers or Tony created. Like, at least then it'd be like when they show up in the movies, it'd be like cool because it'd be rooted in something that we already have seen of Spider-Man, even though it'd be animated.
Get Jimmy Kimmel and Craven in there.
We're not having him as Craven, Nick.
Meow.
We've been over this. Quicksilver is happening. Now Craven.
No, it's got to be Jimmy Kimmel.
I mean, like, that trailer he made was pretty good.
It was. And, you know, it could happen.
I mean, it could happen.
Just like the Snyderverse, it could happen.
I mean, yeah, if enough people bitch about it on Twitter, it can happen.
I think Jimmy Kimmel makes a great Craven. He's got the mustache. He just needs to, you know, spend a few hours, maybe days, at the gym. It can happen, but no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, even then we could just give him a puffy muscle suit. He doesn't have to spend the time in the gym.
Yeah, really, it just needs the abs and like he could put on like sleeves for his arms, like SpongeBob style. Another like big question it's like burning through my mind is like, how's the past villains that are showing up gonna work? Like, how's Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin gonna work? How's like Doc Ock gonna work? Like, are they just gonna poof away at the end, or like are they gonna stay in the MCU?
Yeah, it's really weird because like from what we've seen in the trailers, it clearly seems like Doctor Strange is trying to send them back. I don't know, it's weird because yeah, like these are some pretty big villains just to bring around for one movie, totally. and then recast like for like the MCU version of them, or like what? Like, because I mean that's kind of a waste of Green Goblin, Doc Ock, just to do it for the one like kind of mini Spider-Verse movie and never touch them again.
Yeah, it'd be a waste, right? Like, you know, you have this like awesome opportunity to bring in like all your past semi-related projects that you couldn't really get licensing rights to, and now you have them all here.
Are you suggesting I'm a such-twirling power grab?
Maybe it's even a Mysterio illusion.
Now, you and me have talked about this countless times. Though it would be so stupid for them to make this a Mysterio twist, it would bring me nothing but joy to watch the chaos it would cause in this fandom.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I think I would be laughing if that came out.
I will be
in the theater.
I will be upset.
Surprise, it's Mysterio.
I will be upset along with everyone else, but I will also just die laughing because it would be the most epic troll on Sony and Disney's part.
You know, we have like Venom and Morbius too, right? And this is a great way for them to just bring it all together. It just seems like a bad idea to make another like Spider-Man based villain movie only to be about the Spider-Man villain. Like, why would you do that? I mean, granted, they made 2 Venom movies and he finally supposedly gonna link in somehow, hopefully.
Yeah, like, and it's kind of up in the air if like that was Doctor Strange that brought him into the universe and stuff. I don't see Venom showing up in No Way Home. Maybe a post-credit scene of like Tom maybe getting the black suit or something, or like alluding to that, but I can't see them trying to cram Venom in as well.
What would be cool though is if he shows up and ends up being like, you know, the anti-hero that Venom is to help out Spider-Man. Because the post-credit scene in Venom 2 is like him licking the screen, and like there's like this attraction of like the symbiote to Tom Holland.
What,
And
probably
then,
just because of like, what, can he sense his powers or?
I don't know. But like it would make more sense to me, I think, if like Vulture just shows up in this last piece of this trilogy.
You kind of maybe need one of like Tom Holland's villains.
Yeah, it's all this magic mixed with the multiverse, and it's just like, too many questions.
There is a lot of questions, but I mean, the whole Amy Pascal saying that they're starting the new trilogy does debunk kind of one rumor / theory people have had of Tom Holland's Peter Parker dying in this movie.
Yeah, and Tom Holland saying that he's down to play like Spider-Man for the rest of his life.
Well, yeah, he said that he was down, and then like a couple months ago, he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to discuss my contracts because I don't want to spoil the movie." And then Amy Pascal was like, "You know what? Fuck all of you. Here's another trilogy." But then someone from Sony was like, don't listen to her."
Yeah, damage control.
That's also like that's I feel like every time a movie's coming out for Sony, that's all it is damage control. Look at the constant leaks and shit that have been happening for this movie already.
No, I listen. I'm not in the film.
And it's a Photoshop.
It's Andrew Garfield playing Spider-Man again. Yeah. Oh, you almost got me. No, I'm not.
I feel like at this point, it's like Tom Holland is like too big to fail. He could really say anything he wants, and he's notorious for being bad at keeping secrets.
And he's been the best at keeping secrets this time.
Where's the... This is all my fault. I can't save everyone. Yes, you can. You can save everyone.
But like he could say whatever he wants, and they can't exactly fire him.
No, I mean, look at what happened with when Mark Ruffalo spoiled Infinity War and everyone thought it was just a big joke.
Next one, everybody dies.
Dude.
Not everybody. No.
It's always funny to watch these things blow up in their faces.
I know, and you can see just the pure like panic on his face after, because Don Cheadle like freaks out, and you could just see it on Mark Ruffalo's face. He's like, "Oh, I'm in trouble."
The Disney police is gonna get me.
Like he's like looking off screen for Kevin Feige.
I could just picture Kevin Feige flipping out like Will Ferrell style.
Will Ferrell from which movie are we talking though?
Just any one of Will Ferrell's tantrums.
I was thinking the other guys.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me?
No, I was thinking more like Step Brothers tantrum.
I didn't want salmon. I said it 4 times.
What I really want to see is Miles Morales. Like it's been set up in Homecoming. Like there's so many things set up in Homecoming, and like Donald Glover being Aaron Davis and like talking about his nephew there.
Yeah,
perfect setup, right?
Not only did he talk about his nephew, when he's like doing the arms deal, when they mention that there's climbers, that grabs his attention.
Climbers?
Like, I think it would be awesome to finally see Miles come to live action. I mean, we've got him in an amazing video game, an amazing animated movie. Now we just need him in the real movies. Like, put him in the MCU.
I think it would be cool because like this whole movie seems like it's going the direction of like Peter Parker learning to live with his responsibilities, going back to that whole Uncle Ben speech, great power, and him learning to like live with his choices, right? Mm-hmm. So it'd be nice to see in the future trilogy, if it's happening, him passing that on, giving that to Miles and like showing him the ropes, just like in Spider-Verse, which makes me ask also, how would the Spider-Verse work? Are they going to merge that together? If they do it, will they look like cartoons? What's going to happen?
That is such a good question because, like, I feel like it's kind of a waste not to use those animated characters because, like, you've already done a Spider-Verse with them.
And they're making another one.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to say that if you were to pull the animated ones into, like, the MCU, I'm sure they would probably cast live action.
Not a Looney Tune like or Space Jam like kind of thing.
I mean, it would be kind of cool, but I just can't see them. Like, maybe they would do that the other way around, like put live action people in the Spider-Verse, but I can't see them doing that in an MCU movie.
Yeah. I guess.
Sorry to burst your bubble there.
It's just like, the MCU is just one of many in the Spider-Verse. So I guess it would work better if they brought MCU over to Spider-Verse instead of having Spider-Verse show up.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the whole purpose of the new trilogy will be Peter's trying to find a new girlfriend in college because MJ is gonna fall like Gwen Stacy did in this one. Do you think that they'd risk losing Zendaya and killing her off?
No.
Or do you think Zendaya wants out and wants to die?
She is in Dune.
She is in Dune, and she's
Dune's-
also in Euphoria.
Yeah, she's got things happening, man. I really don't see them killing off MJ.
No, me neither. But what about maybe not killing Ned off, but turning him into the Hobgoblin?
You know, I was really excited for Ned Goblin.
Until they release that poster and it's very clearly Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, which is too bad. Like, he looks cool. Kind of wish there was more goblin disease on his face, but
He
that's
does
okay.
need well, like I said, maybe the other goblin from Amazing Spider-Man 2 will come over and bite him and he'll get the goblin disease.
Maybe.
And maybe that'll tie into Morbius and it'll be like the vampire disease too. But I mean, like, I don't know. It would be so cool because, I mean, I don't know. It would be so much better to have, like, one of Peter's friends or someone close to him be one of his enemies.
Yeah.
It would be so sad. And, like, I mean, it is kind of, like, plausible.
He's kind of filled the role of, like, Harry Osborn in this, like, MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah, and,
right?
like, I mean, he's been spending a lot more time with MJ and kind of seems to be giving his attention to her more. Maybe he'll get jealous, and maybe if the characters don't stick around, or maybe if Green Goblin dies or something, maybe he'll grab that Green Goblin gear.
Yeah, and the photos of him now, like, he looks mean, man.
Yeah, he's got a mean mug going on.
Yeah,
but he's looking good.
And in the trailer, there is that clip of both him and MJ on the rafters there, and like
falling. And he grabs on, but like maybe he'll like be
fall.
like, well, he'll fall and get hurt or something, or he'll like maybe just kind of like
disease.
Maybe he'll get goblin disease on his way down.
No, but what would be really cool, I think, is if they both get magical powers and they turn into the amazing friends for Tom Holland and they do the whole trio of Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman.
You're saying you want the new trilogy to be loosely based on Spider-Man and his amazing friends?
Yes, because that show is awesome.
You know what? I'm listening.
They've got the, like, it's really good chemistry between the three of them, and like, you know, with them having, like, they're already kind of like this whole Scooby-Doo gang, right? And they're like solving things together throughout the whole trilogy.
Now, did you say Scooby-Doo
they don't have
gang?
to be...
Hold on. Did you just say Scooby-Doo as a reference to the trailer when Doctor Strange tells them to Scooby-Doo that crap, or the fact that the guy who voices Iceman in the 80s cartoon is just the same guy who voices Fred and he didn't change his voice whatsoever?
Boy, that student really rigged up the wires. Wires? We're outside.
Yeah, Frank Welker does do the voice for Iceman and Fred and Scooby-Doo in a lot of the Scooby-Doo cartoons. I don't think it was all of them, but most of them. Like, they don't have to have full-fledged powers, you know? They could just be like coming to realization with their like powers, and they wouldn't be mutants in this context, I guess. But that's okay. It would make like a better story because the three of them Scooby-Dooing together with half-ass power, half-ass microwave powers, and half-ass ice powers, and Spider-Man would make an awesome trilogy.
It really would, and just make them Inhumans, give them powers.
Yeah, and then, you know, they can't be like fully fledged like they are in the cartoons, because it always like kind of confused me as a kid. It's like, why do they need Spider-Man if Firestar and Iceman are so powerful? Because these webs would really help in a situation against Dr. Doom or whatever.
Hey, Spider-Man's super powerful too. What are you talking about?
Compared to the two of them, like, I think you'd need to like turn down their powers a bit and then just have them like realize their powers, like learning how to use microwaves. And it won't be fire. It'd be funnier if it's just microwaves.
It would be funnier.
Like her thing. And then learning how to use ice. And you could even switch it around, like, you know, MJ could have the ice powers and then like Ned could have the microwave powers. But yeah, I'd love to see that.
It would make a good trilogy.
Or, you know, at least one movie. Or we could go the super dark route of they both die in this movie and he's got to go make new friends.
Oof.
Yeah.
And he makes friends with Bobby and
Firestar and yeah.
Yeah.
Bring in the mutants. Why not? What other way would you bring in the mutants after you passed it up on WandaVision?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, WandaVision failed to bring in Magneto, so now John Watts has to bring in the mutants by doing it through Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Let us know in the comment section down below what you think's going to be done with the new trilogy. Are we going to get Spider-Man and his amazing friends, or are we just going to find out that it was Mysterio this whole time and they really weren't setting anything up? But yeah, if you guys enjoyed...
So
What's that?
So epic.
So epic. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to like and subscribe. It lets us know that you guys are enjoying the videos, and that's what we like to see. And if you want to interact with us even more, check out our links in the description for all of our socials, our Twitters, our Instagram, you name it. And we will see you guys in the next one.